Madden NFL 22, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Falcons and the Buccaneers coming up next.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. This is Tony Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Connection made with Shenault. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
2nd and 9 now. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. O.J. Howard, a 20. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry. Now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Well, looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He'll check this down to Hines. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack.
And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 7-7, our score after 1.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is his on? And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
This is Shenault on the receiving end.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt. Room to run past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from a strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A carry here for Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joe Tryon drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kenny Golladay. Two and now on first down. Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Tua's throwing to the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Swings this out for Hunt. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And they'll begin by running the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
Well, we talk all the time.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And this is Gore. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the deficit drops now from... Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this one to Golladay. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Here we go, here we go.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A handoff to Fournette. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Well, he was a... They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 102
yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Tua. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his 1st catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To Shenault on the slant. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Running on first down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt